Hello everyone, today I show you how to disassemble iPhone X and replace motherboard. To disassemble the iPhone X, you need the following tools: screwdriver set, plastic mediator, section cup for removing display, tweezers and open plastic tool, and any hairdryer. In the description under the video I left link to necessary tools and parts for replacement. Before disassemble, turn off the iPhone and remove the SIM card tray. Unscrew two screws near the charging port with a Pentalobe 0.8mm screwdriver. Take any hairdryer and heat the surface of the screen for 1 or 2 minutes. Set the section cup at the bottom of screen and pull the ring up. Next, take a plastic mediator and begin to disconnect the display module from the iPhone. In the case of iPhone X, opening like a book. Open the display to the right side. Using a driving 0.6mm screwdriver, unscrew 5 screws and remove the metal panel. Under the metal panel you will see cables. The first is disconnecting the battery cable and then disconnecting the 3 display cables. To replace the motherboard, you need to disconnect all cables from the motherboard, unscrew a couple of screws and remove the metal frame from the camera module. Begin disassemble by removing the camera bracket. Disconnect all cables from the motherboard. Also, you need to disconnect one hard-to-get cable. To do this, remove the Face ID module and it will be possible to disable this cable. Remove the 3 screws from the motherboard and do not close the metal part from the last screw. Now you can remove the motherboard from the case. What you need to know when you replacing the motherboard on iPhone X. If you decide to install a new motherboard, also you will need to replace the Face ID module and the light sensor. When you buy a new motherboard, look for the kit: motherboard with native Face ID module and the light sensor that comes modularly with proximity sensor and ear speaker. If you just install a new motherboard and connect it to the Face ID module from your iPhone X, then the Face ID function will not work, because the Face ID module tied to the motherboard from the factory where your iPhone X assembled. In the description under the video I left a link where you can buy motherboard for iPhone X. Let's start assembly with connection of the cables. Connect the cable and install the Face ID module to correct position. Fasten 3 screws and connect all cables to the iPhone X motherboard. Install the metal bracket on the camera module and fasten 2 screws. Now you can connect the display and check how the motherboard works before the final assembly with gluing the iPhone case. To test the iPhone, you need to connect 3 display cables and after the battery cable. Turn over the display, but do not close the case, just flip it. Turn on the iPhone and check how the smartphone works. If everything is working properly, let's begin to the final assembly. Remove old glue from iPhone case. Using medicine alcohol, wipe the iPhone X case from the old adhesive tape. If you want to restore the water resistance of your iPhone X, you need adhesive tape like this. Of course, you can assemble your iPhone X without this adhesive tape, but this makes no sense because this adhesive tape costs only a couple of dollars. In the description under the video you find link where you can buy this adhesive tape. Connect 3 display cables to the motherboard and only after connect the battery cable. Install the metal panel and fasten screws. Turn over display and press it to the case. Fasten 2 screws near the charging port. Install the tray with the SIM card. Now you can turn on your iPhone and use it.